And fans, welcome to the Glacier in Mount Pearl, Newfoundland, for this game to start the B pool of the 2013 World Ball Hockey Championships between Team Italy on the left-hand side of your screen and Team Israel on the right. And we just witnessed a historic moment in Israel ball hockey history, as this will be their first game ever at the world level. These guys are fired up. They're really proud to be representing their home state. Many Canadian expat Israelis on the team, although there are some people who have traveled halfway across the world for this game here today. Conversely, on our left, we have the team from Italy, who have been relegated to the B pool after missing the 2011 World Championships in Slovakia, and they are looking to win this B pool, and anything less will be unsatisfactory for the Italians. My name is Chris Abbott, and I'll be your host for all games here from the Glacier. This is the number 2 arena, you could say, for these World Championships, also being used in conjunction with the Jack Byrne Arena in St. John's. And we'd like to say a big welcome to everybody watching here in Newfoundland, here in Canada, and certainly around the world for this World Championship tournament. Getting things started here in the middle for Team Israel's number 14, Michael Sanukov. And they tell me that he's the guy to go to. And he'll line up against John Divizio of Italy. And ladies and gentlemen, we are almost ready to start this B pool match between Italy and Israel. And it looks like the lights have gone down to the rink, but we're ready to go. And the play is scrambled off the draw deep into the Italian zone. Ball deep, the player slip on the floor right away. There's Sanukov with a chance. And the puck goes wide, and back come the Italians. And Orgel will fire that in. That's number 57, Oded Orgel, also playing with his brother, Yaron Orgel. Here representing the Israeli team. Team Israel, not without their stars. Benny Berisha, former OHL junior player, celebrating his 21st birthday here today in Newfoundland. Bet you never thought that was going to happen. And the scramble off the draw again. Here's Price. Price with a shot from the right-hand side. On it is 91, Yaron Orgel. And the Israelis work it low. Pass to the bottom of the circle, a shot and a save. And the Israelis keep the pressure on. Some stick work down low. As they battle down low here in the first period. Fans, the periods in this World Championships, 15-minute periods. Stop time, of course, with 5-minute intermissions here on our broadcast. As the ball is sailed wide, picked off, turned back the other way by the Italians. We got a turnover, shot and a big kick save. Ball cleared back to the blue line. And Israel with a ferocious start here. And this is their first time at the world level, and you know they're ready to go. Ball out of play. Shot outside the blue line. There'll be a face-off at the dot to the right side. As you'll see here, folks, 2-man referee system. As both referees are responsible for calling infractions of all varieties. It's another nuance here, a little bit different from the game of ice hockey. And here are the Italians in deep again. Here is number 88. And the puck is in deep behind the net. And the battle ensues. Little hook there. Looks like he got away with it. Was number 46 for the Israelis, Ronan Fishman. Fishman gets away with the hook. And a bomb from center. And that's shipped out again. And here's Pearl. Pearl with the backhander. And that will not go for icing, as it's placed perfectly with the perfect amount of draw weight down into the Italian zone. Outlet pass to the red line here. The Italians trying to get a change, need to get the ball deep, and they do so. And that was a close one, but the official's right on that. Icing is the call, and we'll have a face-off back in the Italian zone. 2 minutes and 12 seconds gone here in the first period of this Pool B matchup between Italy and Israel. Shots 1-0 for the home Italians. And that was a huge kick save down there. Italians regroup. Israel employing a bit of a trap style, sending one guy deep, locking up the two wingers. And that pass will miss everybody and will go for icing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first game in B pool action. Earlier action today, the United States in the men's A pool thumped Team France, who had moved up from the 2011 B pool as champions, but they're in tough. They're in tough with this move. Italians back on the ball again. Lots of whistles here in the early going. Lots of chatter coming from the Italian bench here. They want to get going. Perennial A pool team. They've been relegated to the B pool, as mentioned before, from missing the last Worlds. So the pressure's on for the Italians. They want to get off to a good start here. But they're in tough against this brand new Israeli team. Ball's rimmed wide. Chip deep into the Italian zone. Back to pick that up is number 4. I apologize, folks. He's not on the roster as number 4, so we're not sure who that is. The ball goes deep again. Icing waved off. These teams are just feeling each other out here, trying to get a feel for the floor, trying to get a feel for everything. And there's an Italian attacker in deep. Ball back to the red line. The floating blue line, as you'll note here in the Ball Hockey World Championships. A little bit different. As soon as teams game the blue line, then the defensive zone becomes half of the floor. Ball cleared out. And away comes Berisha, Benny Berisha, former player with the OHLs. I believe it was Belleville Bulls. I could be mistaken. I do need to double check my facts on there. But he has played major junior hockey. And he's a little spark plug here for the Israeli team. Away come the Italians. Back to pick it up is team leader Lee Grunberg. We'll speak with Lee in our first intermission here. Ball back to the red line. The Italians really loading up that big shot. Shot block on the way in by number 46, Ronan Fishman. Another quick shot from the slot, clear to side. Fishman doing his best work to block the ball. Deep in the zone. Deep in the zone, working deep. Yaron Orgel at the defensive play here. Oh, and in walks the Italians. Puck out to the side, back shot, and a huge save by the Israeli tender. Italian player number 5, Facchioni, looks skyward after that one as he had a glorious opportunity walking into the slot. And a big save down in the Israel net by number 31. Boards and glass very lively here at the Glacier. The ball just bounces back out on these shots that miss the net. Backdoor play, can't connect. And the Italians are starting to settle in here as they've put the pressure on, outshooting Israel 3-0 at this point. Israelis battling hard, though, in front of their own net, and away they come again. It's number 32, Ryan Kimmel. Kimmel dumps that ball. It hits the linesman and back out, and he'll fire it from the center ice. The center red line. Excuse me, folks, with the hockey references, the ice hockey references. And icing goes all the way down. Just skips over the defender's stick. With 5 minutes and 20 seconds gone here in the first period, we're still at a 0-0 tie. And the Israelis come back with their big line here. Sanukov with 93, Eri Fleischer. And number 13, Evgeny Mogilevsky. Center thrown off. Mogilevsky will go in to take the draw. And it's won by the Italians and set back behind the net as they set up. And the Italians break out to the left wing. Here they come with numbers to the red line. Ball dumped in around, rimmed on the side, on the boards. And retrieved by the Italian forward squad. Scramble play in front of the Israeli bench. And these Italian defenders really controlling the red line here. Away comes Justin Posen. Hits the red, tries to get the ball deep, runs into some resistance. And here's Sanukov. Sanukov ridden hard into the boards by number 81 from the Italian team, Sitachi. A shot and a screen about his quick glove save. Quick glove save by number 1, Andrew Nagnarella. Excuse me, that's number 30, John DiNardo in net for the Italians. Just had his first 2 shots of the game and he was equal to the task. You'll see Sanukov taking a double shift here now as he stays out and Italian breaks away. Had a lead guy. Oh, turnover. Walks the shot. Big save. Rebound and another huge save by Jeff Wenter in net for the Israeli team. Wenter keeping his team in it here early. And even the other goaltender from the Italian team gives a little tap for that one. What a save by Wenter there. Unbelievable. Face off back. Italians control again. And they've had the majority of the ball possession here. But Wenter's been keeping his team in it. Israelis as they battle in the corner. Another turnover on the boards. Guys are battling hard. Shot and another save by Wenter. A rebound rolls wide. And that was a big shot from the point. And here they come. We've got a 3-on-2 developing here with the Israelis. Played out wide and nothing develops there as Price loses the ball. Back into the corner. Chipped out to the D and a big booming shot for the point. Tipped wide and over the boards, over the glass here at the Glacier. 7 minutes, 50 seconds to play here in the first of a scoreless tie. Unbelievable pace to start this game. And great goaltending to boot. Took a first few minutes for the players to get comfortable out there. And they've certainly settled in here now, and they're treating the fans in attendance to a great game. Italians break out, turnover, picked over. Oh, and there's another turnover. And back with a 2-on-1 developing here. Played outside for number 8, Pascuzzo. Pascuzzo with the ball. And he brings it to the front, tries the jam play. And no goal. Jeff Wenter makes the play. The referee says the net was off. And that's how the ball went in. The ball stuck in behind Wenter there. Net comes off its pegs. And the play is blown dead. Face off to the left of Wenter. Sanukov on the floor again. Boy, he's logging some time here today. I think he's playing on 2 lines for the Israelis. They say he's the guy to watch, and he'll get lots of opportunity. Sanukov with the ball deep. He plays it. He's being watched very closely by number 10, Scorito. And they come away with the ball again. Here's a play. Divisio tried to get it to Pascuzzo, but he was knocked off ball. A lot of active sticks here, keeping things broken up. Here's 21. Magia turns the ball over. Israelis bring it to center, and that's put deep by Benny Berisha. Israelis will get a change. One man on the ball. It bounces in. They score! Team Israel with their first goal in world competition. Folks, you've just witnessed some history. And it looks like the goal is scored by number 15, Lee Grunberg. It was either Grunberg or Price. We'll get the official announcement going in there behind the net. But boy, oh boy, the Israelis have gotten out to a 1-0 lead, and they're going to take that ball rightfully and bring that back home with them. That is a massive, massive goal for the Israelis. Alternate captain playing assistant captain Lee Grunberg. And Price hangs on to that ball. An absolutely massive goal for the Israelis. Kudos to them. And Israel out to a 1-0 lead here over the Italians on day one of action here at the 2013 World Ball Hockey Championships in Newfoundland, Canada. Back at a solo dash is the lanky 91, Satachi. And the net comes off again here. It seems we're having a little bit of trouble keeping that post on over there. Satachi broke in, very tall, lanky forward for the Italian team. And he was unable to bury it. Jeff Wenter. Unbelievable saves. Keeping his team in it, being outshot 7-4. We got 6 minutes, 17 seconds left to play. Israeli centerman thrown out. Is number 9, Stern. Scramble draw again. And away come the Israelis. Battle along the boards deep. Italians back on the attack here. Back on the attack, looking to set up that bomb from the point. And Stern catches a little bit of interference going by there, but the referee says play on. Back we come again, and that pass is picked off there by Kamel. Here come the Italians, content to carry that ball in, not really looking to dump the ball at all. More content to try and carry it over the blue line. And these scrappy Israelis turning them away at every turn. 5:31 to play here in the first. Face off to the left of the Israeli netminder, Jeff Venter again. And won by Sanukov. And Sanukov continues to log a lot of time here. Oh, almost a break. Turnover. Fan on the shot there is 82. John DeVizio. Here's DeVizio again with the ball. Gets the stick up there on Pozan. And the ball comes back the other way. The Israelis with numbers. Here's Sanukov. Wide open, a shot. Oh, just wide on the right side. And these Israelis very opportunistic. Here they come again. Big battle along the boards. Away come the Italians. Here we've got number 23 taking the ball wide. It's Giordano. A pass, a shot, and a nice goal. We're all tied up here with 4 minutes, 48 seconds to play here in the first. Back into the Italian zone. The Italians with a little bit of a relieved look on their faces after that goal. As you can see, the Israelis backing up into a bit of a trapping style here. Taking away the passing options from the Italians behind the net. Italians need to move if they want to have anything happen here. Need to move their feet. And that's an outlet pass. And here is 97. I apologize, folks. My roster's a little bit different than the numbers I'm seeing on the floor for the Italians, and that's why we're getting some names mixed up. There, the ball comes back. It's Facconi. And he chips it out to 88, number 88. And it's another turnover. And here come the Israelis. And that is going to be icing as he flipped it just before the red line. Face-off come all the way back in the Israeli zone. Folks, if you want to get in touch with us here, very interactive broadcast thanks to our friends at Bell Alliance. You can reach us at 2013wbhc@gmail.com. And your Gmails will come right here to the booth. If I'm getting any of the pronunciations wrong, which I probably am, or you have any greetings or anything you'd like to pass along, any information about any of the players here, any of your favorite players at the 2013 World Ball Hockey Championship, you can pass along an email, 2013wbhc@gmail.com. And an outlet pass, and Berisha almost breaks loose. Oh, and it's chipped, and we have a 2-on-1 developing. 2-on-1 for the Italians. Stop shot. Oh, and he picks the top corner. Daniel Sitaci buries it. The lanky forward, Sitaci, stops short and just buries that one in the top corner. And now the Italians are starting to get their legs underneath them. What a shot. And that'll make it 2-1 Italy with 3:25 to play in the first period. And away we go. Italy controls off the draw. The Italian crowd starting to get into it here. They were a little quiet to start the game, but now they're jumping in, making lots of noise here at the Glacier. Ball rimmed around here for 27, Paul Pearl. And folks, you'll notice a lot of English Canadian sounding name. Oh, big save by Venter. Rebound and another big save by Venter. You'll notice a lot of English sounding names here. This Israeli team made up of a lot of players from the Toronto area with heritage playing rights. They refer to them as here in the ball hockey world. Some expats, but all with family and eligibility to play for the home state of Israel. And this is a very, very proud bunch, and they're really enjoying their time here. There are some players who have traveled to be with us from Israel, not all Canadian-based players, and some of these guys only got to know each other in the last few days, believe it or not. So they've certainly come together very, very well. As the ball goes out of play with 2:45 here, another face-off to the left of Venter. Italians work the ball around the outside using that umbrella type setup. Oh. Lee Grunberg with the rebound there, tapped it back to the goalie, wanted to be careful. Goalie's expecting him to clear the ball. Never quite happened. As the Italians and the Israelis both get in changes here. And I feel like a broken record, but another face-off to the left of the Israeli goal. This time one back into the corner, and a big push from behind there by Sitaci. And there's a penalty coming up to the Italians as Oded Orgel taken hard from behind into the boards. And the big Sitaci, who had the last goal there, will sit for 2 minutes for a roughing. So with 2:16 to play here, the Israelis will go to a power play with a fantastic opportunity to try and get one back here before the period's over. And back to the point for a shot, and that's blocked in front. Into the corners, 19, Wohl. Matthew Wohl working with Sanukov. In front of the net is Berisha, the power play unit here for the Israelis, and a big blocked shot there. Pass wide. Looking to get it up top here, and it'll go all the way down the floors. Ryan Kamel is back to pick it up. Long stretch pass for Wall, and Berisha just a little ahead of the play, and it's blown down on the offside. Number 18 for the Italian squad. Again, folks, I apologize. Not on the roster provided to me, but just sacrificed the body to make a fantastic shot block. These guys don't wear as much equipment as the ice hockey players, and let me tell you, that ball is not fun to take off the body. There's Kamel again. Works it wide. Israelis work it deep. 24, Ronnie Peleg in front. Shots back for Kamel. Tries to get it through, and another fantastic shot block by the Italian penalty kill. And that's Fiacconi making the save there. Making the block, excuse me. Not afraid to put his body in front of the ball. Last minute of play here in the first. And the Italians will clear it the length of the floor. 50 seconds to play here. Slowly up the floor to the left side for Fishman. Fishman will clear it in deep. Goaltender looked like he had a bit of trouble seeing it. It bounces over him. And the goaltender bounces on the ball behind the net. And that's going to be a delay of game penalty, folks. That's going to be a delay of game penalty for the Italian keeper for covering the ball behind the goal line. And he certainly disagrees with the call. Does John DiNardo. But that's it. You cannot cover the ball behind the line like that. The whole body behind the line in the ball in the corner. And he's going to be whistled for 2. So with 33.9 seconds left in the first period, the Israelis will have a 2-man advantage for 17 seconds as the goaltender DiNardo is whistled for delay of game. And they win the faceoff. Berisha looking for the one-timer. Shot. Oh, and it's off the Israeli player in front. Oh, knocked down by the Israelis, 18, Winkler. 16 seconds to go. And coming out of the box, Tachi almost sprung on the breakaway. Now he has the ball low with 9 seconds to play. Satachi. Oh, and he throws it out front. Still time on the clock, 3 seconds. And here's the bomb from Pellick, and that is stopped by DiNardo. So after 1 period of play, Team Italy 2, Team Israel 1. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be only taking a 5-minute break here, and during that 5-minute break, we'll be joined by Team Israel defender number 15, Lee Grunberg. So stay tuned, and we'll speak to Lee just after this. Okay, so as promised, we're joined by Israeli defender Lee Grunwald. Lee, your team's first period at the world level, you guys get the first goal. Obviously very exciting. Then things settled in, and Italy come back with 2 quick ones. What's your take on the first period?
Good period for Israel. Thrilled to get that first goal. Roman Price, his heart is so big it barely fits in his body, and he just willed that ball into that. That was a great way to start the tournament. A little defensive zone coverage issues, figuring things out here. The Italians are good, and we just have to make sure we cover and own our responsibilities in our own end. We'll be all right. We're starting the period with a big power play coming up. So
yeah, an absolutely huge power play. Still a minute 27 left on that. And you did touch on your defensive play, which I thought was very strong at the beginning of the game. And you guys looked very interested in blocking shots and taking away the lanes. How did you feel you guys did? Obviously, 2 quick goals, but other than that, were you happy?
We're very happy. Our goalie's fantastic. A couple odd man rushes just got the better of us, but we'll hang in there. And Israel's here to play.
And Lee, and that's very obvious to everybody here. So good luck to you, and we'll see you after the game.
Hey, Adam, Jonah, Ben, we're going to keep playing for you.
All right, a little shout out from defender Lee Grunwald. Lee, thanks very much for talking with us, and we'll see you guys later. We'll return for the call of the second period in 2.5 minutes here on the Beltline One Community Network, the St. John's Newfoundland World Ball Hockey Championships 2013. And we're back with period 2 action here from the Glacier in Mount Pearl, Newfoundland. Team Italy leading Team Israel 2-1. Here at the beginning of the second period, Israel on a huge power play. Here's Berisha with the ball. Sends it back to Kamel. Back for Price. Price loads up a big shot from the point, and that's steered aside by Donardo in the Italian net. Here's Sanukov. Back for Berisha. Berisha for Sanukov. Back for Berisha. Back out for Kamel. He's got the big shot here. Over for Price. Price working the ball. And another big shot blocked by the Italians. Kept onside by Kamel. Great shot. Great job. And there's a battle down low. 40 seconds to go in the power play. There's Price. Over for Kamel. Kamel looking for a man. Shoots. Well, and it just goes wide, and nobody saw that one. Looks like the net may be off down there. Here's with the ball is Wohl. Matthew Wohl out front. And a bad angle shot by Berisha. Back to the point for Price. Price with the ball. Looking for a man. And that's good active stick there by number 15 for the Italians, Emil Ferlisi. And he tips the ball out of play. 1 minute, 18 seconds gone here in the second period. 9 seconds left in the power play. And that'll do it for the Israeli power play as Italy brings the ball up the floor. Pulls up short, stops. And a turnover again. Here come the Israelis. Oh, and a good read by number 5, Facchioni. And just like that, the Israelis will go to the box. It's a tripping call, and it's going to be... It's got to be number 24, Ronnie Palek, going to the box. So now we'll get a chance to see the Italian power play as the Israeli power play goes 0 for 2 to start the game. The Italians will get their first opportunity on the power play with a 2-1 lead. 1 minute, 42 seconds gone here in the second period. Back to the point. There's 23 for the Italians. Number 23, that's Big Giordano. He's the quarterback here on the power play, moving the ball around. Quick pass out front. And there's Giordano with the shot. Kept in. Back to Giordano. Goes in deep. Picked up by Grunwald, our first intermission guest. Grunwald flips it around the other side. Giordano back to the ball. Giordano up top. And you'll see the umbrella power play at work here. And another great shot block. And we've seen a lot of that. This time it's an example by Josh Stern. Giordano with the give and go. And the Italians really moving that ball around. That hit someone in front. And that stung. Stern with the big block. And it's cleared down the ice by the Israelis. And they'll get a change. 53 seconds left to play left in the Italian power play. Back around here on the left wing is 66, Anthony Contento. He moves it over. 15, Ferlisi. Into the corner, back for Ferlisi as the Italians get in a change. 91, Satachi now with the ball. Very offensive player. Back to big number 11 on the point. And the Italians just really moving that ball around well here, but not getting anything to the net. 19 seconds here on the left on the power play. Big battle going on in front. Big battle going on in front. And a shot, and that hits a body and is out of play. 10 seconds to go in the Italian power play. 11 minutes, 28 seconds to go here in the second period. They just made the announcement that the lounge is open here in the arena. And you'll see a rush for the beer tent, I imagine. Big shot as the penalty expires. Blocked in front. Satachi down there in front, ever dangerous. Shots now 12-4 for the Italians. Really, really carrying the offensive play in this game. Here's Satachi again. Big, lanky forward. Back for 66, Contento. Worked wide there for 88. Blocked, and the Israelis have killed off the penalty. Here's Price. Oh, big turnover there. Price turns the ball over, and the Italians carrying the play. Israeli defender without a stick. And the Israelis going back into the zone. I'm sure they want to move that ball forward rather than back. Back around the left side and clear, and the Italian pressure really on here now. As this game settles in, the Italian skill starting to take over a little bit. And that's touched by Giordano, and that's going to be ruled an intentional offside. It's going to come all the way back into the Italian zone for the faceoff. Ten minutes to play here in the second. Ball in deep behind the Israeli net. A turnover. Wentel makes the save. We got another penalty coming to the Israelis. Delayed call. Shot blocked from the point. Italian goaltender hustles to the bench. Italians now have 6 men. They have the extra attacker. Still delayed. As they work it around. Into the left side. Italians looking for a man open. Got a guy in the back door lurking dangerously. Here's Giordano. Giordano looks to the slot. Tipped out. The Italians just content to keep the ball to the outside. Look for that play. Here we go. Moving it around to the outside again. A shot, rebound. Israelis still can't hold it. Can't get possession for the whistle. And finally they'll touch it and the play will be blown dead. And it looks like it's going to be Lee Grunwald going off for slashing. Excuse me, that's 46. That's Fishman. And the Israelis will go back to the PK. And it's only a matter of time, I think, with these Italians, with their ball control and their ability to score, that their power play is going to come too. And anyhow, it's 0 for 1 right now. Italians work back that umbrella power play. Controlling from the top is big number 11, Mike Varelli. Varelli looking for the bomb. And there's Sitachi again. And he is dangerous down low. Back for Varelli. Varelli, shot blocked by Berisha. Berisha working hard on the PK for the Israelis. Again, you have Berisha and Sanukov out there. Israelis collapse low. Varelli will be looking for the big bomb from the point. And a big shot blocked by Berisha. Not afraid to get in there and make the blocks. Good effort by Sanukov. Ball doesn't get out though. Kept in by Varelli. Varelli wide. Back in there for 66, Contento. Sanukov picks off the ball. And Sanukov hauled down as he went for the play. And there's going to be an Italian penalty here. So we'll play 4-on-4. As there's 7.5 minutes to play here. We're 3 seconds past halfway through this game. And I think if you told the Israelis that they'd be within 1 goal at this point, they'd sure take it. And they're looking to work to close that gap here, make it a tie game. And Varelli, the big defender, goes off for slashing at 7:33. A little confusion at the Israeli bench as to who's going to come on and play the power play. Some of that may, go back to the Israelis in their first World Tournament, just feeling everything out here. And they need to be careful here because the referees are starting to get a little perturbed with it. You don't want to pick up a delay of game penalty yourselves. So we'll play 4-on-4. Wide open here on the floor as the ball is dumped in by speedy number 7, Dave DeVizio. And DeVizio rubbed off the puck by Kamel in the corner. And Kamel leads the attack away. And that pass is knocked down by Fecconi. As he's pursued by 91, Ron Orgel. In, Kamel turns it over. And the Israelis are now on the power play for a minute and a half. Fatigue becoming a factor here in game one, it appears, as both teams have certainly slowed the pace here. As that ball is drifted all the way down the floor. Certainly the contrast between a black puck on white ice is very different from the orange ball on a gray floor. And for goaltenders, this must be a real challenge to pick up, because for this broadcaster, it's difficult to follow that ball out there sometimes, folks. Sent in deep for number 19, Matthew Wall. Wall on the attack, and he's out there with Price. Wall with the quick shot, and Berisha on the left side as well with those guys. Lob pass for Daniel Sitaci. Sitaci all over the place here tonight, and has been one of the best Italians by far. Sitaci working hard on the PK. He's got that ball, ragging it behind the net. 2 Israeli defenders on him, and away they come. Comes out for Berisha. There's Benny Berisha. Puts the ball deep, and he's on it hard. Berisha looking for some help here. Berisha out front. Pass finds nobody. Back for Fishman. Fishman, a shot, a tip, and a goal! Fishman with the bomb. Tipped in at the side of the net, trying to see exactly who that was. And that was number 10, Vitaly Mogilyevsky, tipping that one home. And folks, hold on to your hats, because it's 5 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the second period. We've got a tie game. The Israelis, only 6 shots on net, but they made 2 of them count. So we've got a 2-2 game here, as things are starting to heat up here at the Glacier. Ball goes high in the air as Contento tries to glove that down. He chips it high off the glass. Knocked down there by Pearl. Pearl with a shot directed at net. Cleared away by the Italians. Here comes 88. He turns it over as the ball gets in. Oh, and the Wentel falls. Oh, and a big save. Big shoulder save by Wentel as the defenders content to stand there. Watch the Italian player play with the ball rather than attack. And I apologize, it wasn't Mogilevsky that scored the goal. It was Roman Price. Roman Price with his second goal of the game here. Price, another one of these Israeli players who played major junior hockey in the Ontario Hockey League. So folks, these are no slouches here in the powder blue jerseys. Ball goes around the side. Here's Giordano. Giordano plays it low. And that's number 57, Oded Orgel. And here they come. Here come the Israelis away. Oh, and a great move by Sanukov. He gets in, and he's hauled down. No call on the play. Great effort by Sanukov to get through the D. And things are really starting to pick up here again. Here's Giordano. Giordano feeds it wide. And that goes off the stick of Tomasiccio and into the bench. 4:17 to play here in the second period. Team Italy and Team Israel tied at 2. Face off just outside the Team Israel blue line. It's Price, who has 2 goals. Playing in the middle for the Israelis. Facing off against 82, John DeVizio. And the ball comes back into the Italian zone. Picking that up is number 56, Joey Danuzio. And that's sent deep. Italians control down low. Giordano calling for the ball. And that's picked off by Price in the middle. Oh, and it's knocked down by Berisha, and he almost gets through. But a real great play there by number 56, Joey Danuzio. Danuzio sends the play back the other way. He's Giordano, and he has a quick shot that's turned away by Ventel. Ball goes deep, rimmed by number 18, Darren Winkler. And it comes back across here for Vol. Vol chips it deep into the Italian zone, and here's Roman Price. And he is going hard out there. He has been one of the top players for the Israelis so far today, not just with 2 goals, but really working hard, folks. The Italians slow the pace of play here. 3:10 to go in the second period. Italians getting in a change. And away they come again. It's number 15, Ferlisi. Ferlisi puts the ball deep against Grunwald and carries him hard into the end boards. Grunwald takes the hit, keeps coming. Israelis manning up in their own zone here. Ball sent back around. Here's 24, it's Peleg. Peleg reverses back in his own zone. Grunwald throws the pick there, maybe a little bit of interference. And here's Peleg, maybe looking for the bomb here. The long bomb pass. The Italians forecheck hard, chase behind the net. Peleg walks out the other side. Here's Grunwald. Grunwald leaves his feet, and we could have a turnover here. Play broken up, and back come the Israelis. 3-on-2 developing here. Guys at the end of a shift, but here's Roman Price. The dangerous Price with the ball on the right side, turns it over, and back come the Italians. But that pass is knocked down by number 91, Ron Orgel. Here's Price again. Price, oh, and a huge glove save by John DiNardo in the Italian net, keeping the score at 2-2 with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to play in the second period. And folks, this announcer's starting to settle in here as well, so this should make for a long week. Game 1 of 39 that I'll be bringing you here from the Glacier this week. And there's another full slate of games taking place on our sister channel from the Jack Byrne Arena. Games today being called by Steve Power. And back come the Italians. Sitachi again. The fleet-footed Sitachi tracks the ball down. Contento follows up, putting it deep. Broken up by 57. That's Oded Orgel. And he goes down hard. And Contento on over the back of number 9, Josh Stern. And I think we have a glove pass call here, folks. So with a minute 42 to play here in the second period, Israel sends out Berisha, Sanukov, and Fleischer. And that one goes high and over the glass behind the Italian net. Day number 1 of the 2013 World Ball Hockey Championships here from St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada. The Canadian Ball Hockey Association proud to host the International Street and Ball Hockey Federation here this week. Hard on the forecheck, Sanukov. Back around, and here's Varelli for the Italians. Varelli surveys the situation, finds a safe haven behind the net. Here's Varelli, waiting for his team to break out here. Quick pass. And that can't be knocked down. And back on the chase is Orgel. Orgel reverses behind the net. Back to Orgel. 1 minute left here in the second period. Up for Fleischman, who makes a cheeky little soccer-esque play there to Sanukov, who breaks through. Berisha driving the net. Oh, and a huge back check play by number 4, and it's sent back, but broken up by 32, Kamel. Kamel has time. Kamel dumps the ball deep. And on it is Peleg. Peleg on the ball. He slips and falls in the corner. 34 seconds to play as the play heads into the corner. A battle ensues. Here's Pelly. He comes out with it, and he turns it over, and the ball rolls harmlessly into the corner. There's Price. Price's man falls down. Back on his feet. Off the glass. Tricky bounce. Price can't win the battle. And here come the Italians with 15 seconds. And there's a 3-on-2 who develops. Big shot. Wide rebound. Wentel can't find the ball, but it goes harmlessly wide. And back the other way is Ron Orgel. Ron Orgel can't beat the huge Mike Farrelly back to the ball. And after 2 periods of play here at the Glacier, Team Italy 2, Team Israel 2. We're going to take a quick break here from the Glacier, another 5-minute intermission, and we'll see you on the other side. All right, folks, and we're joined in studio here in the intermission by the captain of the Italian squad, Vito Tomasicchio. Is that correct, Tomasicchio?
That's it, yeah.
All right. So, Vito, getting a real tough game from this Israel squad. What's your guys' take on them?
We didn't know what to expect. We looked at the roster and we're like, we didn't really know where a lot of these guys played. But honestly, they're showing great heart. You know, they're working hard. It's a great game going back and forth, so got to give them a lot of respect and props. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems that they're battling hard. I think your guys' skill is shining through, but maybe their goalie's made a few nice saves. Maybe your guys want to. What's the plan to get one by them?
I don't know. We're out shooting them. We got 13-8. So we're gonna keep on firing it. Hopefully we can crash the net and get a lucky goal. You know, rebound. Sometimes not the prettiest ones are the ones that win the game, but we'll take whatever it takes.
Absolutely, and you guys are a perennial A pool team down here in the B pool this year. You know, the goal, obviously, I guess, get back to A.
There's only one goal, and that's it. We had a great time in A. It's a great experience all around. And if we can't make it back there, then unfortunately we didn't accomplish what we wanted.
All right, Vito. Well, thanks for joining us here, and good luck to you guys the rest of the way here
Thank
today
you very
in the
much.
tournament.
Thanks, Chris.
Great. Thanks. Okay, and we're back for the start of the third period here. 2-2 between Team Italy and Team Israel. Here's Sanukov, walks over the blue line, puck deep in for Berisha, and he can't finish. The hard back check there, number 56. Israel controlling the puck down, or the ball down low. Here's Sanukov for Price, and that goes out of play. For Wall, excuse me, and that goes out of play. Be a face off to the left of the Italian goalkeeper. Got a roughing call coming up to the Israelis there. Sorry for the pause. This might be the opportunity the Italians were looking for. As we talk to Captain Vito Tomasiccio in the intermission. Grunwald shouting instructions to the Israelis on the PK. And that pass goes far. And it'll come all the way back for icing. Want to say thanks to a couple of people emailed in about pronunciations, and I promise I'll do my best. Some of these names are very new to me, so. And we do have an email from Nancy Gillis. Jacob and Ella want to send a big Go Daddy Go for Justin Posen and all of Team Israel who are watching live from Toronto, and that's from Justin's wife Nancy, so Go Daddy Go. And Daddy's team is doing well here. Back to get the ball is Grunwald. Turned over for Ficcioni. Off the boards. Oh, cleared and off the head of the penalty killer, Stern. And Stern's unable to clear it. And Posen is on the ice here. Or excuse me, on the floor. Killing this penalty. 1:04 remaining in the PK. Italians control down low. Back to the point. Quickly sent in low. Cross crease. The Italians, great ball control here. And as I say that, it skips off the stick and down the floor. I'm going to need a swear jar for saying ice. All the ball hockey fans are going to get mad at this ice hockey commentator. Italy carries in. And DeVizio is tackled. No call. 30 seconds remain. DeVizio, big block in the slot by Posen. Back wide again, sorry, not Posen, but Orgel. Big shot, big save by Winter. Shot just wide. Penalty over. 12 minutes remain. DeVizio shot and another big block by Orgel. Orgel battling hard on the blue line for this Israeli team. Pass out front. Goes to nobody. And it's Price. Price and Berisha away on a 2-on-1. Berisha has to slow down as Price hit the line slowly. And it looks like we've got a penalty call coming up to the Italians. We've got a slashing penalty going to number 13, Vito Tomasiccio. Apologize. And he's got his head buried. He was on the back check, thought he was doing something good. Now the Israelis will go to a power play with 11:56 to play in the third period. And what an opportunity for this Israeli squad. Sanukov has the draw go back. And Satachi carries deep for the Italians. It's Satachi carrying the ball deep. Been very effective on the penalty kill here this game. Israel going with Sanukov, Berisha, and Price on this power play. Price with 2 goals already. And Wohl puts it deep. Looking for Kimmel for that big shot from the point. And it heads back the other way. 1:25 left in the power play. And here come the Israelis. Here's Kimmel, brings the ball up the floor. Kimmel directing traffic. He hits the red. And his clearing attempt is blocked at the blue line. And here's a break for the Italians. In on this PK was Dave DeVizio, and he goes sprawling to the floor. Can't get a shot on net. As Sanukov clears it ahead. There's Price. Price loses the handle. Oh, just stopped, and another turnover at the blue line. And back come DeVizio. And I apologize again, folks. I do not have a number 4 in my roster book. Whoever he is, though, he's been all over the floor tonight. So I do feel bad missing out on him. 33 seconds to go in the Israeli power play. Ronnie Pellig carrying the ball through the middle of the floor. Gets the ball deep. Pellig controls. 13 seconds to go on the power play. Big shot, rebound, and the ball trickles just wide. Price in there on it again. The ever-dangerous Price. Pellig lurks out front. Penalty is over. Price again behind the net, working with Ron Orgel. Price and Orgel working deep. And the Italians are able to clear. Away they come down the floor. It's Giordano. Oh, I apologize. That's 21, not 23. That's Anthony Muya. Anthony Muya, 21 for the Italians. There's Pellig at the end of a long shift. He's going to need to get off as he works the ball to the left wing. Ball goes deep. 9 minutes, 24 seconds to go here in the third. Tie game 2-2, Italy and Israel on the first game of the Pool B. Picked off by Kimmel, and he rushes up the floor. His pass for Stern wide. Chipped in by number 17, Ebenstern. As him and Josh are on the ice together. And the Italians are called on the offside. 8 minutes, 56 seconds remaining. Game tied at 2. We're setting up for an exciting finish here at our first game from the Glacier, the 2013 World Ball Hockey Championship. Again, anyone looking to get in touch with us, 2013WBHC@gmail.com. And your greetings, your observations, your pronunciation corrections, they'll all come here to me in the booth. Quick shot from the side. Controlled deep by Satachi. Satachi moves it low. Back on his stick. He's been all over the place for the Italians tonight. And that one's chipped out, and away comes Wohl. Wohl picks that off. And Berisha sneaking up the wing. Berisha looking for the loose ball. But that's knocked down by number 56, the big defenseman, D'Annunzio. D'Annunzio with the ball again. Looking for help up the left wing. Chipped out by the left winger. Knocked down by number 5, Justin Posen. And that ball is out of play. Team Israel closing the gap in shots here. What was once a very large gap is now only 14-10 by the Italians. And this never say die attitude of the Israelis, you got to like it. In their first World Championships, Lee Grunwald told me this morning they're the underdogs. They know they're the underdogs, and they're relishing that role, and they're certainly playing to it right now. And away come the Italians 2-on-2. Just offside ahead of the play there, number 97. Vince Socio. 92, I apologize. Here's Stern. Stern playing a very gritty game for Team Israel here today. That's Josh Stern. In on the ball there is 27, Paul Pearl. Haven't seen a lot of him in this game. Looking to get some of the big guns a bit of a rest here for the home stretch for the Israelis. And away comes the Italians. Oh, ball turned over. It looked like it may have been offside. Outside for Stern. Stern hard on the forecheck. Pearl looking to read that play. Two Israelis caught deep, and away come the Italians. A shot just wide. Here's 5, Facconi. He holds on to the ball. Here's Tomasicchio with a big shot. And that's saved by Winter in the net. And Jeff Winter was the story early on here for Team Israel. Hasn't been called on as much since, but definitely been a big difference maker down in that net. And a lot of the Italian players heading back to the bench, looking skyward, wondering what they have to do to break this deadlock. Oh, and here they come again. It's Team Israel on a 3-on-2. And again, it's Berisha and Sanukov doing the damage. Ball goes deep. Contento back to pick it up. Six minutes to play. And Israel really hanging back now. Looking to preserve this tie. Oh, and a bomb by Mike Forelli from center ice. It's just a heartbreaker for the Israelis. Oh, he just walked into that, and what looked like a harmless-looking play found its way into the back of the net. Italy takes a 3-2 lead with 5:55 remaining here in the third. Just a bomb. And that is a dagger into the hearts of the Israelis. Something tells me they're not going to quit here. Puck chipped deep by Satachi. Hard on to Giordano. And the Italians back in the attack. Here's Giordano battling with Grunwald down low. In to help is Pellick. And they continue to battle in the corner for the ball as time ticks away. And a big collision in the corner. Grunwald takes his man in hard, and he's going to go to the box. Let's look for the referee's call here. And body checking is the call. Not sure who that was down for the Italians. Couldn't see a number from here. He looks none worse for the wear. And I'm not sure what the call is here. It looks like Israel getting the power play out of this one. The Italian player crunched behind the net, and he gets the penalty. Whoa, how's that for insult to injury? Varelli, the guy with the go-ahead goal, off for body checking. All the Israelis, new life here. 2-minute power play, 5:21 remaining in the third period. And here's Wool. Wool with the pass through the middle. Here's Sarukov scores! Michael Sanukov and this never say die Israeli ball hockey team are climbed back into this game with 5:07 remaining. It's 3-3 on the power play. It's Sanukov from Wall. And we've got a 5-minute game staring us in the face, folks. 3-3. What excitement here at the Glacier, as this Israeli team will not go away. Sanukov stays out there with Berisha. Waiting on their other winger, it's Price. The three big guns for Israel on the ice here, looking for a big follow-up shift after that goal. And that's chipped deep. Just kept onside. And here's Berisha. Berisha chips it wide for Sanukov. Price. Price looking for Berisha, who's driving the net. Drop for Sanukov. Big back check by Captain Vito Tomasiccio. Sanukov back on the ball. The very dangerous Sanukov. Kimmel lurking dangerously inside. Sanukov with the ball in the slot. And that's blocked and finds its way back out to center. Kept onside by big number 18, Darren Winkler. Winkler sends it deep. Here's Price. Price looking for room. Sends it out front. Just knocked down. And away come the Italians with a 2-on-1. In for a shot. Pass across. Winter comes up with that somehow. That was Fiacconi in on that. And Winkler never saw that one. Winter, excuse me. Sanukov to Berisha. We've got a 2-on-1 developing. It's Berisha and Price. Berisha shoots. And it's wide. Price on the ball. Oh, and he's hammered into the boards. Referees say play on. No harm, no foul there. Fiacconi throws it at the net, and that one bounces all the way up here into the press box. 3:48 remaining. Price goes down hard looking for the call. Referee's not buying it. A good non-call there, I think, in my estimation. So with 3:48 to play, face off to the left of Winter again. Shot, big save by Winter off the stick of number 10, Sal Scorito. Italians control deep. Turnover again, and away they come. Oh, Scorito falls down. Stern chips it deep. Stern battling hard. And here comes the very dangerous Daniel Sitachi. Sitachi with a big shot wide of the net. Bounces back around. Scorito hammers it in, and Stern blocks that one. One of a number of blocks for Stern today. Here's Sitachi. Sitachi sends it back to the point. Back for Sitachi on the half boards. Sitachi in deep, give and go play, looking for Scorito, and that's broken up by 32, Ryan Kimmel. Kimmel and Orgel out there working hard on the D all day, and a pass just misses the streaking Italian forward heading for the net there. In deep, here's Orgel again. 2 minutes, 45 seconds remaining here in the third period, and both teams will change as Kimmel holds on and sets up behind his own net. Kimmel turns it over. And back comes Davizio with a shot, and that's wide of the net. Comes back around to Price, who chips it ahead. But that misses Peleg and walking in, and a big shot wide of the net was Contento. Pascuzzo works it back for Varelli, who scored earlier in this one. Here's Kimmel. Kimmel rims it around for Price. 2 minutes remaining now in this tie game. Score is 3-3. Price chips the ball deep. It is chasing his Peleg on Verrucci. And they come together in the corner. And the Italians bring the ball up the floor. Price hard on the forecheck. And I'm sure we'll see Sanukov out here and Berisha very shortly for the Israelis. And a big save by Winter off the stick of Fiacconi. Or Faccioni. Somebody's going to have to tell me that one too. He walked right into the slot. Winter did not phase. And we've got a timeout called by Team Israel. 1:36 remaining in the third period. And no doubt the Italians have put on the pressure. Shots are now 20-11 in this back and forth game. Goaltender Jeff Winter of Team Israel standing very tall. Maybe the only one he'd like to have back is the Varelli blast, but it's hard to fault him on that one, as that was just a rocket from the point. Well, the center red line, to be honest. So a minute 36 to play here in this opening day game between Israel and Italy. And as one might have imagined, we've got the line of Wohl, Sanukov, Berisha, Oded Orgel, Ryan Kimmel. Oh, and a big elbow to the head of Sanukov. No call. Referee's letting him play here. Here's Benny Berisha on his 21st birthday. Chips it in, and Berisha is hard on Varelli. Varelli back behind the net. Away they come, the Italians. Knocked down by Sanukov again. Deep into the Israeli zone. Maybe a little hole down there in the corner. Referees again letting them play. And that's knocked down by Varelli. Varelli, just a huge man for the Italians. Orgel goes down for the block. He's going to be black and blue after this one. Away come the Israelis with numbers. It's Sanukov again, and he turns it back to the blue. And that one's chipped deep. 50 seconds to play. 47 now. And a face-off to the left of Italian goaltender John DiNardo. And what a success this would be for the Israelis, even to get a point here, not knowing what to face when they came into this tournament. Okay, 47 seconds to play. Huge face-off to the right of the Italian goal. And Israelis coming with the big guns again. Price already 2 goals in this game. Joined by Sanukov and Peleg on the floor. Again, Oded, Orgel, and Ryan Kimmel. The big D pair for the Israelis. And Italians countering with Satachi, who's been all over the floor tonight as well. Varelli rims it around, and here come the Italians. 39 seconds left. The Italians hit the blue line. Turned over, and that's cleared out by Sanukov. Back to Varelli. Varelli surveys the situation. Back to the same side, and it's chipped in by the Italians. Back to get the ball is Kimmel. 20 seconds remain in the game. Kimmel working deep. Sanukov deep in the zone. Sanukov still working hard deep in the boards. 8 seconds remain. Still deep. Back to the point. Price out for a block. And that's it. That's it. Israel and Italy finish deadlocked in a 3-3 draw. A little bit of extracurricular stuff there. But how about Israel in their first game in the World Championships ever, tying perennial A-pool team Italy. Folks, stand by for our player of the game presentations here. And you can see the excitement from the Israelis. A lot of hard work putting this together. Nobody expected anything. Their first game, well, you really got to like that. You're not a sports fan if you don't like this reaction from the Israeli squad. And the Italians, as Captain Vito Tomasiccio said to us before the game, before the third period, he said they didn't know what to expect. But they certainly found out as this Italian team ran into a never say die Israel squad who fought back from 2 deficits to get a tie. And as I said, folks, you're not a sports fan if you don't appreciate this Israeli team who really came out of nowhere, put the team together over the last couple of months. Some of the players never met each other until they arrived here for the tournament. So that is something else. At the other side of it, for the Italians, it's a point. They'll take the point. It's day number 1 of the tournament, and they're going to be looking to be there in the championship game to move back up to the A pool. So as is custom here in the international stage, both teams will line up on their blue line for player of the game presentations. And the Italian fans saluting their players for a hard-fought game. And the players giving it right back. So for the player of the game announcements, we'll head down to the PA announcer. Player of the game presented by Shelley Kavanaugh. And player of the game for Israel, 33, Jeff Winter. If not for Winter, I don't think they're still in this game after the first. And he had a great game. And it could have went to a couple of more guys, but Winter certainly well deserving. And for Italy, 91, Daniel Setacci. A force all over the floor this game. Played well in the penalty kill, had a big goal in the first to make it 2-1. So 2 well-deserving player of the game picks. And there will be no anthem as it's a tie game. And the emotional leader, Lee Grunwald, for the Israelis, very happy with his team's performance. Lee's put in a lot of work to make this happen, and we can certainly see that out there on the floor. So we'll be back with you guys in 28 minutes for game number 2 on the schedule today, and we'll see you then.